dimension.
Predictions
for 2019.
Any questions?
Do you remember the future?
Hello, and welcome to the 2019 Prediction Show. I have with me Mr. James.
Yes.
And Mr. Jake.
Hello.
Jake wasn't here for our last prediction show, but he'll be here for this one.
Mm-hmm.
As we usually do in the prediction show, let's do a quick round of what we're looking forward to in 2019, what we're dreading in 2019, and then go over our predictions for 2018, and then finally go to predictions for 2019. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Movies I'm looking forward to. I think all of us are going to agree here. We're all looking forward to Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So winter tickets going on sale.
James, do you have another movie you're looking forward to?
Actually, I'm really looking forward to the Godzilla movie. I think that I liked the 2014 one. Godzilla was at the end. A lot of people complained he wasn't in the film as much as he could have been. But I'm looking forward to it, and I hope it does well.
All right, Jake?
I'm looking forward to Godzilla as well. I've so far have liked all the movies they've built in this little cinematic universe. I wish the DCU was.
Honestly, just to interject a little bit. So far, next to the MCU, the MonsterVerse is looking to be like with King Kong and Godzilla, and that's looking to be. I'm not saying it will be, but that's looking to be the most successful universe next to Marvel. Like the DCEU and the Dark Universe don't even compare.
Controversy isn't too bad either. Well, some of the movies are atrocious. Others are mediocre, but they're making
some of them are atrocious.
They're making money, yeah.
Yeah, they're making money.
All right, what else are you looking forward to, Jake?
Definitely, I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel. That's going to be, even though they're renaming the cat, Flurkin, Goose, which is weird to me, because what is this with Disney having to have their characters name stuff after stuff that's not their property? That I don't understand. I mean, this is one thing they should have kept in-house, keeping the Flurkin's name is Chewie, but I'm just being an anal fanboy. It's probably still going to be good, but I just thought that was a weird change.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to How to Train Dragon 3, The Hidden World. I love those movies, so I am looking forward to a conclusion of that storyline.
Yeah. I think next to Kung Fu Panda, those are like the best DreamWorks movies. I mean, Shrek has two good movies, but yeah. Well.
All right, James, you got one more?
Okay. Now that I think about it, I think the Spider-Man movie might be interesting.
Far From
Home.
Home.
Coming out in July. Yeah. And also I'm going to say, and this might be a surprise, but I'm looking forward to episode 9. And the reason why is because, okay, granted, I think it's probably going to be bad, but I'm looking forward to it because I really want, because with this movie, we'll have a definitive look of the entire trilogy, of what the entire sequel trilogy looks like. Probably going to be a train wreck in comparison to everything, but I mean, it'll be nice to see. So, I'm looking forward to episode 9 too.
All right, Jake, you got one more?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Lego movie. I was pleasantly surprised by the first one. The only reason I went is because I figured, hey, my brother likes Legos. He hardly goes to the movies, so I talked him into going, and we really enjoyed it. It was a really great movie. Now, the kind of side sequels like Batman and Ninjago, we got diminishing returns, but I'm thinking we might get a return to form with the Lego 2. The trailers looked intriguing enough that it just looked like it was worth giving it a shot. So I was really looking forward to that. And if 3D's like the first one, it's going to be really good.
Okay, so what are we dreading? I'm going to say...
Dumbo!
Alright, Dumbo, that's for your first vote. Yeah, Dumbo doesn't look that good. I don't care about it at all. I'm not looking forward to... As much as I love the animated movie, I'm not looking forward to Aladdin. It just doesn't do anything for me yet. It hasn't, like...
Yeah.
James, what are you not looking forward to? What are you dreading?
Honestly, Detective Pikachu looks pretty bad. And then also very notable is the Sonic movie.
Yeah, the Sonic movie. We only have that one still of him being like super strong.
We have like 2 leaked promotional images, and both of them look like garbage.
I'm not looking forward to that Gemini movie with Will Smith. I don't know, something about it is just not connecting with me. Do you have another one, Jake, or no?
Battle Angel Alita I'm not looking forward to. The eyes it just looks so terrible, and the trailers look like it has very little to do with the source material.
Disappointing.
Considering since the anime is so good.
Maybe it'll be like Ghost in the Shell.
Ugh.
I thought of one more movie that I'm not looking forward to. The speaking of terrible, probably anime movies, I'm not looking forward to the Cowboy Bebop movie that they're making, the live action one.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah.
Oh,
anyway.
I'm not looking forward. Well, okay. I'm dreading. Dreading is a good word here. Toy Story 4, because I do love the trilogy, but 4 just seems so unnecessary, and it just feels like a money grab, a cash grab.
Well, speaking of that, I'm kind of worried that this one might be too dark, because as like from behind the scenes and from the trailer, the main theme of the film is actually like death. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know Tim Allen said that he read the script and he was crying at the end of it. I was like, oh, wow. It's one of those things where it's just like, I want to be hyped for it, but, you perfected the movie with the trilogy, the series. I don't know where you take it from here. I don't see the need for it.
Also, to me, like, 4 is kind of a bad number to leave it on. It's like, oh, why not 5? Why not 6?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And that trailer, I don't know if either of you saw the horror movie Hereditary, but they use the same song in both. And in the Toy Story trailer, it just sent chills down my spine. I was like, oh my god, they're going to get all possessed by King Payon. Oh god, no. We're going to kill each other.
Okay, so let's move on here to a recap of our predictions.
But to understand the future, we have to go back in time.
James, do you remember what you were dreading or what you were looking forward to last year, or no?
Remind me.
You were dreading Solo, a Star Wars story.
Okay.
And Pacific Rim 2.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, he seems like knocked it out of the park with his predictions.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim 2 went nowhere last year, really. That franchise is basically dead in the water now. And Solo is probably considered the biggest disappointment of last year. So.
Yep.
Well, next to Mortal Engines.
We're both excited for Avengers 3, Infinity War, which we had every right to because it lived up to the hype for us.
Uh-huh.
I was dreading Rampage, which I actually liked. It was stupid, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was stupid fun.
And then X-Men Dark Phoenix, which we'll talk about again this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, dreading that again. That dread continues. And then I was looking forward to Ready Player One, which I really did enjoy. I thought it was fun. And then Jurassic World Forgotten Kingdom, which again, stupid, but fun.
Yeah. Stupid but fun.
All right. Do you remember some of your predictions, James, or no?
No, actually.
All right. You said Jurassic World will make pretty good money, which it did.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
Han Solo will be delayed to December.
They didn't do that.
They should have.
They should have, probably.
Yep.
Fantastic Four, X-Men confirmed for Avengers 4 or Phase 4 by the end of last year. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, you said this is kind of a weird one. Some closure to the Marvel TV and Marvel movies fight, and that there'll be a good connection to Avengers 3. Nope.
Sadly.
Well, partially because there is a conclusion. They're just canceling them.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, none of them are written like a series finale, so they're all kind of left hanging,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, the snap. They got snapped out of existence.
Terrible. Oh, you said the standalone Venom movie is going to be awful and bad. I agree.
I was wrong.
No, I agree with you there.
Oh, no. I had fun with that movie.
I had fun with it too. It was awful, but if you can dig Tom Hardy sitting in a lobster tank eating lobster sushi, then this is the movie for you.
I loved it, including the Stan Lee cameo.
You said that Wrinkle in Time is going to be a flop or barely make it to budget back.
I was right.
Yep, you were right about that.
I mean, it made, let's get the numbers out here, officially $132 million, and we don't have a budget for it, but I'm guessing it was more than that, including advertising. So, and people really did hate it last year, so...
Yeah, they really hated it. Because, from what I remember, they removed a lot of the themes of the original book and, did their own thing, and everyone hated it.
Yeah, because a few comments I got about my review was that I was too nice to it.
That was actually Jake's first review for us, so,
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to come out my first review and go, God, this sucks, and I want to die.
So, you said Deadpool and Legion will be retconned into the MCU. Did not happen.
F.
Yeah, well, there's always this year.
All right, you said Suicide Squad 2 will be announced.
Wait, yeah, it was, actually.
Yeah.
They announced that it would be directed by James Gunn. So, it was... come on, give me half of that.
Okay, I'll give you half of that.
I would give it to him because he's scripting, so there is a script. There just hasn't been a date announced.
Yes.
All right, you said Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, not as successful as World, but still very successful.
Okay.
I think that's pretty...
Give it to him. Yeah, that's accurate.
Avatar sequels delayed again and are in development hell.
I was right.
Oh, I would give him a home run on that one.
Okay, we got Aquaman is a critical hit and similar success to Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I was right.
I'd give him that.
Yes.
Considering it's made more money than Wonder Woman and it's got a decent, if not a great, Rotten Tomato score.
I was right.
All right, you said Netflix shows will be moved to the new Disney platform, not canceled.
Okay. I was wrong on that. They would just be canceled.
Okay. Well, we'll find out more on the status of those shows when the 2-year no complete clause elapses.
All right. You said Bumblebee is going to be a flop and not doing well.
I would say that's correct.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll give you halfway.
Bumblebee's doing poorly, which is a shame because it's actually really good.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that Aquaman is kind of taking all the cash. Kind of won it really won December box office.
Yeah, it may actually make $1 billion,
which is pretty crazy because a lot of people were calling it what is it? Black Panther, like Black Panther underwater, and it has the money for it.
Oh God, when I went to go see it, I was because where I live, there's a lot of Pacific Islanders have settled here. So I was in an audience filled with Pacific Islanders, and every time Jason Momoa did anything, they stood up and cheered like this was a rugby match.
That's dumb.
Oh, that was pride. I mean, it was like, one of their own is now a bona fide Hollywood A-lister. So, they were there to celebrate.
So I got some numbers on Bumblebee. It's so far made worldwide $289 million. Probably going to be 300 by the time this recording goes out. And
so did it at least make its money back though, or
yeah, the budget.
It made money back.
Yeah, the budget was 135. So it's right above the budget. It's not with marketing costs. It's fine. It's not a huge hit, but it's not a bomb either.
So Transformers may live another day to go in their new direction.
Good.
And hopefully they decide to stick with the new direction and not
go back to the Bayvers.
Bayham. Yeah, all that Bayham nonsense.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And I'm wondering, since they seem to like to cast Coen Brothers actors in these movies, when are they going to get Jeff Bridges for a Transformers movie?
Yeah.
Or Clue.
All right, now to my predictions. I said Incredibles 2 will reference the MCU or the WB DC movies in some kind or some way. Not at all happened.
I will say, almost you'd get negative points for that because it didn't even reference them. It just copied them basically. Like it acted it didn't even act self-aware. It just acted like every other superhero movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right.
I said X-Men movies would be the last for Fox, which I can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because what I'm hearing is they're coming out under Fox. Well, I've seen some trailers that are recent that have 20th Century Fox, and I've seen some that have Marvel, but not the current studio tag.
Okay, and this was one that I was more wishing it would happen than I thought it would happen. That Defenders or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would be referenced in Avengers 3, and no. Now, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did even name drop Thanos and things happening in their last episode of the season, but they did not have anything connected to. You didn't see anything there with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Defenders mentioning anything, and I haven't seen all the shows, but that I know of, none of them reference anything that happened in the snap.
Ultimately, from what I know, the reason why there is no connection is because the studios do not talk to each other. Like the studios that make the shows and the studios that make the movies, they don't talk to each other at all. There was talks when it was all one studio. That's the reason why there was the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Winter Soldier crossover. That's the reason why that happened. Because the movie studio and the things were still in talks. But now because they're run by different people, Kevin Feige and Bob who is it? The other guy. Something.
Ike Putterman.
Ike Putterman, yeah. Two different people are running two different branches, which, to make things even more confusing, we've learned that Netflix is like its own separate cast to that. Like, the Netflix crew believes that they have their own vision that's different from both of the Marvel Studios and the Marvel movies view. And so just to make things even more confusing, that's the reason why there's, no continuity.
Oh, and I forgot some more video game ones for you, James. You did say that a new Pikmin game would be announced. Did not happen.
No, sadly. Sadly not.
New Mario Kart and a new Smash Brothers not coming to the 3DS.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, Smash Brothers I'll give you.
Yeah. Give me Smash Brothers.
All right. Back to me. I said I was wondering if there would be a collapse of the TV shows, the comic book TV shows. I kind of think I was right.
Yeah. You certainly was. Wouldn't you say that, Jake?
Yep. Considering they're getting canceled hand over fist, yeah.
Now the next prediction I have, I was wrong.
Okay, what was your prediction?
Spider-Verse is considered only an okay movie, a disappointment.
Oh.
I was wrong. Spider-Verse is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of a good thing to be wrong about, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a great thing to be wrong about, because we want these movies to succeed.
Alright. I said that some new 3DS games would also come to the Switch. Did not happen. I did say that a pair of F-Zero games would be coming out. Did not happen. I said 2018 would be the end of the 3DS. No, there's still games scheduled out for this year, unfortunately. Well, it is what it is. I did say that no successor to the 3DS would be announced, which, yeah, that didn't happen. There's no successor. I said that Labo would be really big. James, was Labo really big?
No, the only people who know about it are people online complaining about it.
Yeah. Like, Labo? What is that? Says it all. Never heard of it.
I said Wrinkle in Time is a very polarizing movie. You either love it or you hate it. I think most people really hate it.
I mean, okay, I'm not going to give you that one because everyone just hated it.
Yeah. Now, okay, this one's kind of a weird one. Warner Brothers Jungle Book movie is going to be a big flop.
I would give him that. Yeah, they changed the name to Mogwai and then sold it to Netflix, where it was critically lambasted.
So
I would give it to him.
Yeah.
It made $0 at the box office, so that's a flop.
Yeah. It is a flop.
And no one cares.
And about the same time it came out, Sandra Bullock's Bird Box had 45 million views.
So
yeah.
All right, I got two more video game wins, and that's going to be it. I said Nintendo's going to continue to support 3DS with the eShop collection game. Nope. And the 3DS will get a price cut and new bundles, which I guess it got some bundles, but the price is basically the same. So that's it for 2018.
Half right.
Yeah. 2018 predictions recap. Now on to 2019. Now, we have to record the date and time we're recording this, so that way people don't get pissed off that we're actually saying things that have happened. We are recording this on January 6th, 2018, 4:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, I'm going to start off with the prediction. Number 1, Shazam will be a bigger hit than Captain Marvel.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm. I can see that too.
Especially because Captain Marvel is one of those films that already made some people mad. Like, there's a very specific type of people. Like Marvel fans, for the most part, there's a cast of them that if you even slightly agitate, then all hell's gonna break loose. Same thing for Star Wars, right? So, but the Captain Marvel, or not Captain Marvel, but Shazam, the other Captain Marvel. See, the thing is that it's funny that they are coming out around the same time and they have the same name, and so I think Shazam's gonna do better.
Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, there's a good chance. I think it's a good chance. You're right, because trailers for Shazam are much better than the trailers for Captain Marvel.
Okay, so are we gonna do like all of our predictions at once, or is just one prediction per time? Like, can I do one?
Yeah, we're just gonna pass it along. So, James, you're next.
Okay. All right. My prediction is it's already semi-confirmed, so I don't know if it's complete, but I'm gonna say that in 2018, starting with Shazam, there will be a very there's gonna be a reboot of the DCEU. But it's going to be a kind of softer one. So it's not going to be a complete reboot, just like a Bumblebee, basically.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be smart business.
More solo movies coming, we don't need another Justice League. We could have another,
Yeah.
All right. Jake, what's your first prediction?
My first prediction is Marvel is going to get their first Academy Award, but it's going to be tainted because of the overt snub against Aquaman in the VX category, which was to paraphrase James Wan, it was an effing disgrace, and he didn't say effing.
Yeah.
So what?
So
will
it's
they
going to
win?
be a tainted. So whatever Oscar they win, it's going to be tainted by Aquaman, which had amazing effects, more so than half, because of the 10 finalists that'll be for the final 5. 6 of them are Disney films, so Disney's guaranteed at least one slot. But I figure Marvel at least get 2 of those slots, and then maybe another one will be a Disney film for the final Oscars. But I figure Black Panther has a shot for that one, even though I think the FX were rushed and not up to standard. Especially for an award show, but Black Panther probably is going to be in play for screenplay and some acting awards too. But I think Marvel is going to win one, so they'll be on like with the DCU, who won one for Suicide Squad.
They didn't deserve that one either.
Suicide Squad, best makeup.
Yeah, well, what can I say? An Oscar's an Oscar. And like I said, it's gonna be tainted by the Aquaman snub, which is I'm gonna be on record saying it was just egregious, and it just looks like they're just trying to help. It just looks like the Academy is trying to help Disney by snubbing Warner Brothers. I mean, that's just what it looks like. It's just awful. Or maybe there's some racism involved. I don't know. I mean, the Oscars have a long history of it. So,
okay,
that's my first prediction.
All right, let's keep going here. I'm going to predict that Episode 9 Star Wars will be the lowest grossing mainline Star Wars movie to date.
Actually, I'm gonna raise you one. I'm gonna say that Episode 9 only does slightly better because I'm gonna say it only does slightly better than Solo.
Ooh.
And Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, because it's interesting you brought that up, because that was also one of mine. I'll say this. This is the reason why I think that is. After Solo, the fans are really mad, and general audiences are also not very interested. So I'm actually not really that confident that the next Star Wars film is going to do that well. I'll even say I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. I don't think it's going to break $1 billion.
Yeah, okay. I think it'll still be a success, but it won't be as big as other successes.
Well,
it'll be,
I would put it like this: it will be a success by normal movie standards, but not Star Wars level success.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, and just like Solo was a flop, but I don't think it's going to be a flop. But I also don't think it's going to be a smash success. Which honestly, Disney isn't happy about that, and let's just say that also. Okay, so adding on to that, I have another prediction about Star Wars. I'm going to say that all the movies that were all the spin-offs aren't coming out. They're canceled.
Well, I thought that's been confirmed already, I think.
No, that wasn't actually
completely. Just the Boba Fett.
No. That wasn't stated completely, because Lucasfilm because fans were looking forward to the Obi-Wan film, right? And they've always wanted that. And so Disney needed to save face by saying, "Oh, don't worry, the spin-offs aren't canceled." I think that's a lie. I think all the spin-offs are canceled. And I'm going to predict that in 2019, it's basically going to be confirmed that that's the case.
All right. Jake, what's your next one?
My prediction is that Disney is going to have 3 movies break $2 billion at the box office.
$3 billion?
$2 billion. They'll have 3 of them that break. There's only been the most in 1 year is 2. I think next year Disney's going to have 3.
This year
that break $2 billion. Coming up, 2019. Disney's going to have 3 movies that break $2 billion. And I think we all know one of them's going to be Endgame.
Yeah.
Probably Lion King or Aladdin. I doubt Star Wars, but you never know. But Lion King and Aladdin are definitely contenders for that.
Well, what about Frozen 2?
Frozen 2, too. That's why I'm thinking this may be the year of the 3 movies that break $2 billion, because it's been one of those things that critics have wondered how long, because they've been waiting for the 3 since the 2 happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got 2 video game ones, and that's going to be basically it for the video game ones for me, because there's not much happening on the 3DS end. But we'll still have more movie ones. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time will come out for the 3DS this year, or be announced this year. James, have you played Partners in Time or no?
Yeah. Vaguely. Well, a long time ago.
Since they remade the 3rd one and the 1st one, why not go ahead and remake the 2nd one?
Yeah.
Nintendo is going to officially announce it, but not have a date until future, that the eShop will officially die off and the online services will die off too. So basically, he's going to give a date and time that the 3DS will officially be dead, because when the eShop is dead, it's dead. There's nothing else coming out for it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be announced way ahead of time, and then people will have enough time to download whatever they want. But yeah, I think the 3DS is going to officially get a, end date to die kind of thing, which is sad, but understandable. The Switch is taking over,
Yeah.
All right. James, what's your next prediction?
Okay. What's my next prediction? Okay, so for my next prediction, I'm going to guess that the Avatar movies will be delayed again. The Avatar
Yeah.
sequels will be delayed again. I have to carry this over from last year. It's still true.
So when is it going to come out?
Never. Because the way I see it, James Cameron he's one of those perfectionist types, right? And so he wants it to be perfect. And I can admire that, but at the same time, they're Avatar movies. The first one wasn't that good. Like, it looked good, but,
So right now, the release date is December 18th, 2020. So it's going to go beyond 2020. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. I kind of think, okay.
Be young. They're gonna push back to 20, and then,
I kind of think that Disney, now they're going to own Fox. They're going to say, get off the pot or stop it. Or get it done or get off the pot, because they don't want this dragging out forever. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know about that one. Jake, what do you think of Avatar 2 being delayed into 2021?
I think if it is delayed, that's the end of 3D.
Mm.
That by 2022 there will not be any theatrical 3D releases anymore.
All right, Jake, what's your next one?
I think let's think. I think Godzilla's going to do a lot better than expected, and I also think Wonder Woman is going to do pretty good, and Warner Brothers is going to have a stellar year. Not stellar as Disney's probably going to have, but I think Warner Brothers is going to have a good year, and the people are going to be talking about the DCU coming back and blah blah blah. It's going to be more positive. And I also think there's going to be a bit of a Marvel backlash because of the hype, because I don't think anything can live up to the hype, and we're going to get a backlash because the fans are going to be disappointed.
Okay,
because nothing can live up to this hype.
Wonder Woman 2 has been delayed to 2020, June 5th, so that's not happening this year. So
okay, so my bad, I didn't know this. So wow, so looks like DC is back to DCing.
Well, I think Aquaman will probably still own the rest of January. So
yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, I predict Aquaman's gonna break $1 billion this month.
Lame.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
All right. Back to me. Okay, Detective Pikachu is a big hit in the box office, but only so-so reviews, like 60s or 70s in Rotten Tomatoes.
60s and 70s? That's way too... that's way too lenient. I'd say that it isn't a success, and it isn't a critical success either.
Okay, so you say it's going to be a flop then?
Yeah. Because, I mean, besides Japan, and even then, this is a spin-off game, right?
Yeah.
A spin-off game. It looks weird, and the CGI looks hideous. That Mr. Mime looks terrifying.
Mm-hmm. And I want to know what about Pikachu screams Ryan Reynolds with a voice.
Okay.
Deadpool?
Yeah. I like what my mother said about when she saw the trailer when I took her out to the movies. She just looked at me and said, "It's weird. I expect Pikachu to start swearing."
Yeah. So, James, what's your next prediction?
Hold on. I'm going to say this year. This year, either this. Okay, I'll say this is wistful thinking. The Fantastic Four or X-Men are going to be confirmed for the MCU somehow, some way. They're going to come in, and this is wistful thinking. But after the Fox deal has all settled and the last X-Men movie comes out, I don't see why not. Everyone wants it.
Yeah, I think that's a very safe prediction, James. Very safe.
Okay, so I'll take that prediction, ramp it up a couple of notches, and lay myself out. I think San Diego Comic-Con or D23, Marvel is going to announce the Fantastic Four, and it's going to be Emily Blunt and John Krasinski.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I'm going to put myself out there. And to be mocked, to be possibly mocked and humiliated next year.
We'll
Yes.
see.
How's that for a prediction?
Well, look, I predicted the 2DS XL, and James laughed at me, and I was right, so who knows?
I mean, that sounded stupid, but okay.
Okay.
Okay. I have another one. I got another one. It's another Marvel related. So, I think next year, or at this Comic-Con, they're not only going to announce Fantastic Four and of course that, but also the Netflix shows and all the shows that are on different channels that aren't on Disney, they're going to be called uncanon. I think that the Netflix shows, they're going to say that they're their own universe their entire time. I think that's one thing you can look forward to, because it's like they were made by a different company. They don't really connect to any of the movies.
So it's going to
Yeah.
be like how they disregarded the Star Wars book comics and...
Yeah.
Okay, I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would be the one that's hard to do that for, but the rest, it would be easy to do. If anything, I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will connect more, because I think that's part of the deal, is that they're going to keep that going, and they're going to directly connect the dots between movies, and that's why they're like the summer, so that way they could be after the movies or whatever. And I think that's safe, and then just kill off the rest of them, or that's safe. All right, Jake, do you got a next one?
I'm sitting here on this list trying to figure out what's going to be, and I guess my next one is going to be that we're going to have even fewer 3D releases, because so many movies have been announced in 3D, like the 2 X-Men movies that are getting dumped this year, possibly. And neither of them are going to be 3D. So I think we're going to have, and this is, and a lot of theater chains, contracts with real 3D expire in 2020. So I'm going to say this is going to be the last year of mass 3D releases. Because already where I'm at, a lot of theaters only have one 3D screening a night, and it's usually the last show, even for kids' movies, which has really upset some parents, because they want to take their kid to go see Smallfoot, and it's 10:30 at night.
Damn.
That's awfully late for the Smalls, for a 6-year-old to be going to the movies.
No, I think, sadly, I think you're 100% right. It seems like basically if you don't watch the movie opening weekend in 3D, you're not going to be able to watch it. And which makes it incredibly hard for us trying to write these reviews, because it's practically impossible to write the review immediately after we watch it, post it, and then, by the time people get to read it.
Sometimes if check it on Thursday, preview night, I can't see it.
All right, let's keep going. I'm going to say that Aladdin is a box office disappointment.
I think it's either going to make $2 million or it's going to make 200. It's either going to make $2 billion or $200 million. I don't think there's any in between. It's either going to be or it is going to be a total, or it's going to be a solo-sized failure.
Solo-sized failure. I mean, have you seen the poster for it? I don't know. I don't have much confidence in it.
The thing is, it's going to depend on people who were little kids in the 90s, how nostalgic they are for Will Smith over Robin Williams.
And
I mentioned Solo, it's because most people I know in my personal life, they didn't go see Solo. It's because they wanted it to be Harrison Ford. And it didn't matter to them that Harrison Ford is like practically old and is collecting Social Security and the spokesperson for ARP now. They wanted, to them, Harrison Ford is the one and only Han Solo. And Genie is Robin Williams, but the thing is, Robin Williams has passed away. They seem to think Hollywood can commit necromancy or something. So they just want it to be Robin Williams. They don't care. But there's a lot of people like Will Smith.
Yeah, I think some of it just might be, the negativity to Muslim people or Islamic people. And, I think that might be a hamper to the box office because people just don't want to see that, which is disappointing, but who knows? It may be that. It may just be that, the main leads, Aladdin, Jasmine, I've never seen them before. So they're acting with Will Smith, and, everyone really hated Will Smith's, I guess, makeup or whatever. So I just kind of think this is going to be a disappointment. I wouldn't call it a flop. I would call it a disappointment. All right, Jake, do you have another one?
Yeah, I am going to predict that Jumanji 2 does not make nearly as much money as the first one, because it's going to be because I'm going to say even though I think Star Wars glory days are behind it, I think it's still going to be enough of a juggernaut. It's going to crush Jumanji 2.
Okay. That seems safe. I think everyone was surprised by Jumanji's quality. And,
I was too. I was really surprised. But I just don't think they're going to catch lightning in a bottle twice.
James, what do you think of that?
I think it's possible that Jumanji 2... I don't think it's going to flop. And I think it's going to make its money back. I'm not sure that it'll be a smash hit like it was last time. But it will depend,
And I also wouldn't be surprised if it's not moved until 2020.
Okay, James, you got another prediction, or you run out?
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got a few more. If you got a few more, Jake, or no?
I could probably come up with something off the fly crazy so I can embarrass myself for next year.
Okay, I'll just keep going and you guys can comment. Toy Story 4 will be this year's Incredibles 2 and just stay in the top 5 of the box office for a long time.
Yeah? James? I could see that.
Yeah, that seems a pretty simple, easy prediction. Safe.
Here's one. I think Frozen 2 is going to be such a juggernaut that it's going to cannibalize Star Wars as well as hurt Jumanji.
Okay. James, what are your thoughts on those two?
What overtaking Star Wars?
I'm going to say that Frozen 2 is going to be such a juggernaut that it's going to cannibalize the box office of Star Wars that's coming out later, and it's also going to cannibalize Jumanji 2.
Yeah, I actually see it. And then, a lot of people are going to go to see Frozen 2 because the first one was so big. So, yeah.
And I also think the Terminator movie is going to decide if James Cameron is box office or not. Because I think if it is a hit, then Avatars go forward, and if it's not a hit, then Avatars go the way of we'll see them when we see Gambit.
All right.
Yeah.
So that leads to one of my next ones. Terminator, the new one, delayed to 2020.
Yeah. Terminator's delayed.
Yep. That's a safe bet. I think we haven't seen anything about it, so besides one or two stills. All right, I got another one. New Mutants will be a Hulu exclusive and come out in October.
The New Mutants?
Yeah, so it's not come out in theaters. It's going to be a Hulu exclusive.
Oh.
I could see that.
Okay, I think Dark Phoenix.
But I think it's going to be a Disney Plus exclusive.
I think Dark Phoenix will end the X-Men Fox movie franchise in a whimper. Not a huge hit, not a flop. People are just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And I predict, because of these movies, that we're not going to hear any X-Men announcements from Marvel this year at San Diego or D23. That we're not going to hear anything. Yeah, Dumbo is going to be a big flop. Which I feel bad for, because Tim Burton deserves some hits, but I deserve some good movies. I didn't deserve to be traumatized by that Dumbo trailer 20 times in a row during the Marvel IMAX 10-year anniversary festival.
Yeah, I think that because I think Dumbo is a story that belongs in the past, and I think it just doesn't work nowadays. And I think Tim Burton's dark style is just going to make it really just not appealing. So I don't see that working,
Yeah.
All right, Gemini Man from Will Smith will be another disappointing movie, and people will start questioning, is Will Smith's career over after both Aladdin and Gemini Man are considered disappointments?
Oh.
Jane?
So yeah, I could see that. Then we could see Will Smith. But I think Will Smith may get career may be revitalized by James Gunn in Suicide Squad in 2021 or 2022, whenever that gets filmed. Here's another prediction. I'll go wild. Here's one. We're going to hear this year that there's been a new Batman cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
As well as a new Superman.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
Here, and they'll announce it at San Diego.
Well, I guess we'll get pictures too, and names and everything, just like we did for Wonder Woman. The first time we got the picture and stuff. So I think that might be a pretty safe bet. And they're not even going to acknowledge that in the movies. They're just going to be like, yeah, whatever. Like Aquaman may say, you look different. Okay, well, I had a haircut or something. That's how they could write it off,
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think if you got no more predictions, I have the last one. Jay, do you have any more or no?
No, I think I'm going to call it quits.
Okay, the final prediction for 2019. The Sonic movie will be the biggest bomb of the year. People will absolutely hate it. It will make no money. It's going to be hated by critics. This is going to be the biggest turd of the year by far.
From those pictures we saw, yeah.
James, what do you think of that?
I actually, yeah, I think I think the Sonic movie is gonna flop hard. And I personally can't wait to see it because it's gonna be a disaster. I can't wait, honestly.
Yeah, it might be one of those 1 out of 10 movies that are just so much fun to destroy.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, give up, Oh, I do
Yeah.
I do think the Mario trailer for the Mario movie will come out, and that will be pretty good. I'll be, okay, that's kind of fun. But Sonic will be a big flop. The games haven't been that good anyway either, so they, that franchise stays alive for some reason. I don't know why.
Mm.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the prediction show. We're going to be, the prediction show is once a year, and we'll be here for another year at least. I do think Jake is right that it's going to be harder and harder to do reviews, and we'll try to keep on trucking as much as we can to give you reviews as soon as we can, as many as we can. But, there's going to be some we miss, and some of them we can't do right away. But we'll keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
All right. Before this podcast ends, I want to give a thank you to my patrons. Right now, we have one patron, which is David from Spain, and I want to thank you for your financial support. All right. So that's going to be it for this podcast.
We now have a Patreon, and the link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
And we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, little bit everywhere. Just look for us, 3D or 2D. And of course, review us on iTunes. And if you want to write us a letter, our email address is email3dortwo d@gmail.com. So that's going to be it. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, everyone.